Joining me now, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, Democrat of Rhode Island, a member of the Judiciary Committee of the Senate. Senator, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Reverend.
Now, unusually busy Sunday news-wise, Congressman Benny Thompson, chair of the House Select Committee investigating January 6th, making it clear that he expects a list of criminal referrals to be forthcoming after today's committee meeting. Donald Trump, of course, being the most prominent possibility for such a referral as the committee prepares its final report to be released in 10 days. What's your expectations in the midst of these developments, Senator?
Well, I expect that the January 6th Commission is going to do its very best to do the best marshaling and presentation of the evidence that it has adduced that it can possibly do, because there'll be a lot of attention to the report. And if it's well done, it can help really, I think, move the public towards an expectation or a willingness to face the fact that the president committed crimes.
Now, Senator Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, said Friday that Senator Kirsten Sinema can keep her committee assignments after announcement that she would no longer identify as a Democrat, but as an independent moving forward. Of course, that news has complicated Senate Democrats' victory last week with Reverend Senator Raphael Warnock's successful reelection bid, which was supposed to give your caucus 51 seats. What's your reaction to the shakeups this weekend, Senator?
So far, it hasn't made any impact in my world at all. She's going to continue to caucus with the Democrats, she has said. As a result, Chuck Schumer is going to leave her on committees. I think that is probably a pretty firm deal. And at that point, she can call herself an independent, and she can call herself anything else she pleases. She can call herself a Whig. But the fact of 51 to 49 remains, and it's the fact of 51 to 49 that drives the important changes in Democratic senators' subpoena power and ability to process nominees more efficiently for the president.
Well, let me ask you, were you surprised by her announcement? Were you annoyed, especially when you just pulled out a big victory for Democrats in Georgia? Was it annoying, the timing that she would kind of pour cold water on this fiery result in Georgia?
If it had changed our world in any way, it would have been pretty annoying. But it's 51 before and 51 after, and that leaves everything that matters from a parliamentary point of view in place. And I think as long as that's where this ends, then we're all good. But, you know, do bear in mind that the Republicans have a lot of billionaires who can do a lot for a lot of people. So, you know, it's, I think, important to everybody that Senator Sinema stay with us, stay in the caucus, and keep our 51.
And the red wave was barely a red puddle. Let me ask you this. Our government runs out of money at the end of this week. Senate Appropriations Chair Patrick Leahy says an omnibus funding package will be released on tomorrow without any, quote, poison pills for Republicans to take issue with. Yet Senate Republicans appear unwilling to vote for it. Should we expect a shutdown, Senator, or a continuing resolution to keep the government in business for the next year?
I think we'll get a continuing resolution, I hope, for a week, to allow Republicans to take a look at what Chairman Leahy has presented and come on board. The problem is that it takes a certain amount of runway to finish an appropriations bill. It's a big bill full of lots of details. And so for Democrats to have continued to work in as bipartisan a way as we can to put forth a appropriations bill that Republicans could agree with, or at least form a negotiating starting point for fairly minor accommodations so that we can meet that December 23rd deadline, I think will be important. And I think there's bipartisan desire in the Senate not to go down the CR path any longer than is necessary. So it probably isn't going to be great for Senators' Christmas. We'll probably be there pretty late on the 23rd hashing this out, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to get it done.
All right, Senator, I'm almost out of time, but quickly, where do you come down on President Biden's request to have the early presidential primary schedule reorganized with South Carolina leading off the season Nevada, New Hampshire, Georgia, and Michigan would follow thereafter. Democratic National Committee Chair Jamie Harrison is joining us later in this hour. He's on the record that he thinks the changes will strengthen the party. Do you agree with Chairman Harrison and the president that now's the time for this shakeup?
I'll take Jamie at his word. I think it's he knows a lot about this stuff. Rhode Island was never a contender, so I don't have much of a dog in that fight.
They taught me a long time ago, politics begins at home. And I think you just answered me saying that in your own way. Thank you for being with us, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. Switching topics now. Joining